trying to think what it said. I thought, obviously, that I think the biggest news is that a team, and for the city, I thought the city, the crowd, for a team that's 4-15, now 5-15, but the city coming out, staying with these young men, and then the young men who have been running into L after L after L to keep coming to practice, keep trying to get better, working to find the W's. This was a real good reward for them. I'm happy for them. They deserve it. They played very, very hard, not only this game, but they have prepared themselves to win this game. Through a lot of snowy weather. So, you know, I'm happy for them, and I'm looking forward to the next time we get on the floor, which will be tomorrow morning. We'll go over the film. It'll be a little more fun, and we'll try to keep this thing going a little bit.
Looked like in the second half they were playing with even more purpose. I mean, was that accurate?
You know, I can't. Again, I'm not a psychiatrist, so I can't get. And I'm not sure they can either. But I can't get into people's heads. I don't know. I know that they've prepared to win this game. They've worked hard to win this game, and you know, eventually, it's going to happen. And these kids made it happen, and they should be proud of where they got ready to play this game and the way they played the game.
All the things that you've been looking for over the last few games, did you find them with this game?
Well, I thought we executed better. You know, I thought our kids got into things. I have adjusted a little bit for the way they guard Luke, and I think the movement that he creates, even though he doesn't get maybe a shot or two, the fact that the way they're guarding him and his movement helps everybody else find better shots. But even beyond that, I thought we executed better. But again, the biggest thing is that, and we haven't done it in this game. I haven't even looked at the stats yet, don't have my glasses, but it just felt like we made shots that we haven't done before. I know we made crucial shots. Ryan's big one, he made most of his free throws going down, maybe missed one. But, you know, the key to the way we play is you have to be able to shoot. You have to have multiple shooters. You can't just have one. Justin Evans stepped up, made some threes. Alex hit a couple of threes. Luke's always capable, so he forces the defense to play a certain way. It allows JP to get down inside, get some dunks that off of pick and roll. It opens our pick and roll up. You know, that's the secret of this offense. And we keep working the players that we have to get better. And obviously down the road, we're looking to find players that create that flow for this offense. Then once the offense starts going, you start making shots. One, it always, it shouldn't, but it does. It puts energy in your defense. But the biggest thing that I think it does is that it puts a sense of urgency on their offense. And that sense of urgency sometimes puts a little edge on their shots. They might, you know, not quite execute like they want to because they're in a little bit of a hurry and they're worried about any mistake they might make cost them another three on the other end. So, you know, it's a combination of everything. We're certainly, this isn't like we got up over the mountain and we'll be down the other side now. Next game, it could be an experience again. But this is great for them. It's going to make Sunday film a lot better, and this week a lot better for them. I'm extremely happy for our kids and for the fans who've stuck with us. And I also want to say our biggest fan was there, and that was Jane Cobb. And I thanked her for being there. I'm sorely going to miss Dr. Cobb because I know he was behind this program. He was willing to work to bring up a lot of facilities and things that need to be brought into the 2000s. And I feel confident that she will back, I'm sure, anybody that comes in as our new president and our interim president, that we continue to push this basketball program forward.
Which it seemed like a pretty quick adjustment as far as how they were isolated from Thursday night and to today. Was it some work you worked on yesterday, or how did you approach that?
Well, we worked on it, and we had to work a little harder yesterday than I would have liked after a game on Thursday. But, you know, you have to do what you have to do. You know, we saw it down in Florida a little bit, and then we saw it heavy. So, you know, I've seen it in the NBA a lot. So, you know, we use some things that I learned from that experience free him up and try to get him more movement. Because whenever you guard somebody like you're guarding Luke, his movement creates things for other people. And so by him running around and pulling the help every which way, then other guys can find lanes, driving lanes. We ran that little elbow play, pick and roll. He's standing in the corner side that JP rolls down. And if they don't come off of him, then JP gets it done. And that's what we saw tonight. So there's a lot of things we can do as we go through. And, you know, I'm learning too, the college game. I haven't been a head coach in 10 years. So, you know, I'm learning. Kids are learning. I think the biggest thing that Marshall could be proud of is that we're all giving it our best shot. That's all we can do.
With JP, what was it when he said he got the news today that he was going to start? What was it finally that said, all right, let's put him in the?
Well, somebody asked me a question. It might have been in here. I don't know. Somebody says, JP in the doghouse? So I told him, I said, I'm a coach. I don't build doghouses. But, you know, if he wants to show me that he wants to play, you got to come out and practice every day and do what it takes. So before practice, before the last game, I said, JP, somebody asked me the question. I repeated the question. I said, JP, there's no doghouses. All you got to do is come out and show me in practice that you want to be on that floor. And to speak well for that young man, and he is a great young man, who's run up against the wall senior, didn't win all his time. He had that high point in West Virginia, and then it started dwindling down, and then it's like a lot of guys with a lot less character than him would quit. But you know what? He picked it up and came back. Speaks all volumes for him. It's not me. It's not anybody else. It's him. And he had a good game. He's riding high. I hope he doesn't relax. He'll go right back over where he was, but I don't think he will. He's our most talented big guy. And we've told him all along we need him. I'm happy for him. You know, I hope he'll continue.
What did you say that first time out? Minute and a half
Man,
in.
I'm 67. You want me to remember that first time out? Oh, mackerel.
That's
What about the
was
last? What about the last one, the late one?
The last one, I was just repeating all the things that they don't want to do. 'Cause, you know, when you haven't won in a while, you figure you better cover everything. So we were all four coaches. They were probably going over here shaking their heads, but just don't foul, don't give up easy threes. The very last one, we were switching everything. And they haven't done it before that much. We haven't really had a chance to practice. We usually work on this stuff, and we will as we become a seasoned coaching staff, a seasoned team. But we switch everything. I just wanted to make sure that they knew to switch and switch up, don't switch down. A two's not going to kill us. You know, if we get a two, we had a timeout. If they score, don't foul them. If it's inside, two's not going to kill us. Try to do the best you can outside. Take the ball in. If you get in trouble, call timeout. And I told the referees, look at me, because if we get in timeout, I'm going to be calling timeout. Or get in trouble, I'll be calling timeout. So, you know, just repeat all the things you do to close the ball game. And I thought defensively, they tried to get the ball in like 3 or 4 times right there at the end. Kept deflecting. That's deflating to a team when they can't do that. So, you know, it's again, we've played long stretches against some very good teams, and we played better than those teams, but we haven't been able to complete anything. I think tonight, you know, there's a very good team. They're very athletic. They're known for defense, and we put up 77 points on them. And we can get there, you know. But again, next game will be an adventure, but sure makes it nicer getting there.
About the interior defense, Lang, it looked like early was just going to run away, but, you know, we're able to.
Well, we tried to tell them to stay high, and when we first came out, besides those 2 passes, I wouldn't even call them passes. I don't know what those were that we threw early. And then our defense, we didn't do what we told them to do. We didn't stay up high, and we let that ball get down in there too deep, and they scored on us. But you know, we call that. Oh, that's one of the things I talked to them about. 1, stay high on the defense, down in low, so that they don't get quite so deep. And 2, I don't know what those 2 things y'all threw were. I would not call them passes. That was the extent of my time out.
You got 4 3-pointers from Justin early, then the two quick dunks right after halftime from JP, and then Ryan gets 10 of the last 11 points. It seems like different guys providing sparks at different points of the game. Is that kind of what your scheme is supposed to do? Just kind of have
Our offense requires shooters, people who can make decisions, and an athletic guy can go to the rim. And JP gives us that athletic guy. We made shots, and that's why you were seeing him get rebounds, because the lanes are open, and not everybody's crowded in there. I mean, even for rebounding, it just spreads the floor. It's hard to defend. And I told him, I don't like to hit him with things in the past, but I told him, I said, look, this offense is perfect. It led the best basketball league, #1 in field goals in the paint, #1 in field goal percentage, #1 in three-point percentage, #1 in assists, and #1 in less turnovers. And that was in the biggest league when we had that team in Phoenix. We had players that fit the system, who buy into the system. And if you guys will give it a chance, it will help you, I promise you. I thought they did a pretty good job tonight, trying to stay in kind of what we do. And then those shots open it up and allow us to do what we do.
Ryan Taylor down the stretch, he scored 10 of your points in a row, and the game flipped.
You gotta have that one guy, or two guys. It would be nice if you get two, but Ryan stepped up. It was him tonight. You have to have that. Every team has to have that guy. You listen to it on TV. If you want to listen to it, they always say it. It's kind of a thing that you gotta have somebody you can count on to go hit big plays when it gets down toward the end. I think Ryan did a nice job tonight. And again, our main threats offensively, and the leaders of movement of the ball are a walk-on sophomore, a sophomore, and a freshman who just learning English. So it takes time to get all this done, but again, you got to give credit to them. They are doing the things it takes to turn this program into a winning program, not only with W's, but how they carry themselves, how they participate in practice, and what they do in the classroom. And I think Marshall's got a good group of kids that represent them real well. W's aren't where we want them, but they're going to grow. They'll get more and more, and we'll get this thing to where everybody will get the Cam rocking. We'll get it filled. I want to challenge the students. Still don't see enough painted faces, and a lot of people out here. And I told them on the radio show that look, I'm 67. I need your energy. Get out here and prop me up. Make me excited, get me excited. I need that 18 to 24 energy. And I hope that they'll come support these kids. They deserve it. Win or lose.
Anything else?